If you're going to PvP, you need to get the best equipment you can possibly find. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can farm blueprints and gear on Extinction. Hello Dodo crew and welcome back for another video on ARK Ascended. Grab a bottle of water and let's get straight into it. Gacha crystals provide armor, weapons and sometimes even structures. They do not contain saddles, but this is by far the easiest and safest way to get a ton of high quality items in a short time. Gachas can be found in the Underforest, the deepest part of the Crater Forest. Gachas are the only source of gacha crystals. Gacha crystals can be used to obtain a broad variety of items. Gacha crystals can be dropped in 3 different qualities: primitive, ramshackle and apprentice. Upon consuming, a crystal drops at least one of the items in the corresponding pool. All of these qualities contain flak gear and riot gear, and fabricated sniper rifles and pump action shotguns. Each gacha, tamed or bred, will only be able to produce 6 random resources from a large pool of potential resources. Their production is always structured so that it can produce 3 common, 2 uncommon and 1 rare or very rare resource. Gachas are solitary creatures, except when they have one mate with them. If there is a same gender gacha within 14 or less foundations range, they will become sad and stop dropping crystals. So, how does it work now? Place resources within the gacha's inventory and the gacha will slowly consume them to produce gacha crystals on their back. The quality and type of resource the gacha eats will affect the gacha's crystal's quantity of contained resources and the quality of the loot. A very popular feeding method is therefore to feed them plant species Y traps. This creates very high quality loot and lots of resources, since the game seems to think that plant Y traps are structures. Gachas have a crafting skill stat that can be improved to increase the crafting speed, quantity of resources and quality of loot. Level your gacha in crafting skill and weight so that they can hold a lot of items. After a time, crystals will fall off and can be collected. A crystal sound effect can be heard over a fair distance when this happens. Feeding the gacha a snow owl pellet will provide a temporary buff that increases crafting speed, the quality of loot produced and the quantity of resources inside the gacha crystals. The easiest setup is to have 2 gachas close to each, facing 1 or more snow owls. From time to time, the snow owl will drop a snow owl pellet and one of the gachas will pick that up. After that, the gacha will have an increased spawn rate of gacha crystal, dropping more and higher quality loot. The 3 caves, the desert cave, the forest cave and the ice cave, host a number of high-level loot crates containing weapons, armor and saddles. Those loot crates come in 3 different qualities: blue, yellow and red. They have a different loot table than on any other map and start dropping high quality flak gear, saddles and weapons from early on. Meaning, each single loot crate you open can potentially contain the blueprint you're looking for. The easiest way to get through all the caves is by using a mana garmer. They are fast, can enter all caves and can be used in all caves. Some creatures don't even attack the mana. Those who still do can be blasted away by their special attack. All qualities of loot crates can spawn in all caves. This means you just pick the cave you're the most confident with and then do it over and over again. Especially the desert cave is pretty easy using a mana, and you can see the loot crates very well if you're going through that cave. Defending the waves of orbital supply drops and securing the loot provides armor, weapons, structures and tech tier items such as cryopods. They have a fixed spawn location all around the map and spawn in 4 different difficulties: blue, which means easy, yellow medium, red hard and purple legendary. Each of them dropping a variety of items including element dust and element shards. An OSD defense mission is initiated by simply approaching it, which will cause a force field to spawn around it, beginning the first wave. Once the defense mission has been initiated, the OSD can be approached at any point to see its remaining health, what wave is currently active, how many waves until the defense mission is completed, and how many hostiles are remaining in the current wave. Once all the enemies in a wave are killed, the next wave will begin after a few seconds, signified by a musical cue. Once all the waves are completed, a musical cue will play and the message OSD defense completed will appear to all nearby players. At this point, you may simply walk up to the OSD and select the new eject items option to receive the rewards. If you fail an OSD defense mission, the OSD will be destroyed, disappearing in a similar fashion to the supply crates on the other maps and blasting back all nearby entities. Blue, yellow and red OSDs require 6 waves to complete, and purple OSDs require 8 waves to complete. There are many fancy strategies to complete OSDs, and you will find most of them on YouTube in a short time. The easiest way to complete most OSDs is bringing a Giga and just killing all the corrupted creatures before they are reaching the OSD. Defeating the 4 titans provides survivors with valuable loot. Not only do they give valuable engrams to you, also each of them will drop high quality flak gear, tech weapons and modules for your mechs. The titans are by far one of the easiest bosses you can fight, and most of them can be cheesed. I would recommend to kill the Desert Titan for loot, as it can be easily killed by a Quetzal coming from behind. The Desert Titan has a pretty bad turning radius and cannot hit the Quetzal as long as it stays behind the Titan. I hope you liked this video, and I'm thrilled to read if this video has helped you. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.